Hi, and nice to see you back at Garfin's Creation. Let's make these Dubai famous Kunafa Chocolate Easter Eggs. This is pista flavored Kunafa Chocolate Easter Eggs, and we'll also pack them for gifting. So this time for Easter, try and learn something new and amaze your friends and families. I'll be showing you step by step how to prepare these beautiful Easter eggs. So let's start with the recipe. The whole recipe is mentioned in the description box below. So let's check out the ingredients. Here I have taken 1 tablespoon of melted butter, 4 tablespoons of melted white chocolate. We'll be using green food color to brighten up the filling. This is half a cup, about 50 grams of pistachios. I'll also be using 3 tablespoons of cashew nut powder. Use whole cashew nuts too. If you do not want to use cashew nut powder, you can use 100 grams of full pistachios. So if you're thinking of selling these Easter eggs, you can add the cashew nut powder too. Here I've taken 3 teaspoons of sesame, that is Til Seeds. Next we'll be also using this milk compound. You can use any chocolate. I'll be using milk compound and white compound too. You can use dark compound too. And I'll be using this brand, both milk and the white compound I'll be using of this brand. You can use any brand or you can also use pure chocolate. So for the white one too, I'll be using the same white compound. Since the Kunafeh dough is not easily available everywhere, I'm using this very fine white vermicelli. These are easily available during Ramzan. And if you cannot get this, you can use the normal sevaya, that is the vermicelli. So I'll be using just 50 grams of this for this recipe. When I had gone to purchase this, the shopkeeper called it as Munafa. This was the closest I could get to the Kunafeh dough. If you do not get that, you can use this normal roasted vermicelli too for this recipe. To make the pistachio filling, I will dry roast the sesame seeds first. Dry roast the sesame seeds for a few seconds on low flame till it starts spluttering. We remove and keep this aside. And into the same pan, I'll be adding 1 tablespoon of butter. So now we will roast the vermicelli. Here I've taken 100 grams, but I'll be using half of this quantity for another recipe. So we need to roast this on low flame as well. If you're making this recipe, you can just use 50 grams of this vermicelli. Now on low flame, we'll just roast this till it gets a very light color. Do not over roast this and make it dark. This vermicelli is already nice and crisp, so it doesn't take much time to get the little light golden color. Once done, you can just take it out of the flame and keep it aside. Also need to blanch the pistachios. For that I've added 1 cup of water. Once the water starts boiling, add the half cup of pistachios. Just keep there for a few seconds and then put off the flame. After putting the flame off, just let the pista be there in the hot water for just 1 minute. We have to remove the skin, so just keep it for 1 minute in hot water and then drain it off. This may not be the real Kunafa recipe, but this is my version of how I tried it and it was really yummy. There are many flavors for this Kunafa, but today we'll be making the pistachio flavor. So after peeling and removing the skin off of the pistachio, we just need to pat dry this. So here I'm just using a kitchen tissue. You can also use a napkin or air dry it under the fan. So once this is a bit dry, let's grind this all together. In the mixie jar, add the roasted sesame seeds, the pistachios. We'll also be adding the melted butter. If you're using full cashew nuts, you can add those cashew nut pieces here too. So I'll just grind all of this and get it back. This is how you get like a paste. Now into this we'll be adding the other ingredients too. We'll be adding the cashew nut powder here. If you do not want to add the cashew nut powder, use full 100 grams of pistachios. Now I'll be adding a few drops of green color just to brighten up the green filling. I'll also be adding 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. If you want the filling to be very wet, you can add more oil and more butter into this. Once again, I'll just blend it and get it back. So now here you can see the pistachio filling is well blended and it has got a nice green color. Now we'll empty this into a bowl. I won't be keeping this pistachio filling very wet. You may have seen the original Kunafa filling is quite wet. To make it more moist and flavorful, I'll be adding the melted white chocolate. Now at the moment, I'll be just adding 2 tablespoons of this melted white chocolate. Just give it a mix. We want to keep this Easter eggs for quite a long time. I'm trying to keep the filling as dry as possible. You can melt the chocolate in the microwave or on the double boiler. I'll be putting up a video soon on how to melt the chocolates. Into this, I'll be just adding 50 grams of the roasted vermicelli. As said earlier, I wanted to use the remaining half for another filling. So just use 1 cup of the roasted vermicelli here. Give this all a nice mix. If you want a little more darker shade, you can always add more green. Now I'll be adding another tablespoon of the melted white chocolate and give it a mix. If you do not want to add more chocolate, you can add either melted butter or oil into this mixture. So now lastly, I'll be adding 1 more tablespoon of the melted chocolate. So in total, I've used 4 tablespoons of the melted white chocolate in this recipe. Now mix this all once more and our delicious green pistachio filling will be ready. Once this is ready, just keep it aside and now we'll prepare the chocolate Easter egg shells. To prepare the chocolate Easter egg shells, chop the chocolate into smaller pieces so it's easier to melt. You can melt it in the double boiler or even in the microwave. Very soon I'll be putting up a video on how to melt this milk compound as well as the white chocolate compound too. I've also melted the white chocolate and colored a little of this into 3 shades. So do check out that video too. Very soon I'll be putting it up. These are some plastic Easter egg molds. These Easter egg molds are easily available online, even in shops selling chocolate and bakery items. You usually get these molds just before Easter. So to make the Easter egg shells, these plastic molds are more easier and convenient. So you can use whichever size you want. So into the cavity of the Easter egg mold, I'll just be drizzling the white melted chocolate which is colored. I've just put the colored melted white chocolate in the piping bag and just make some drizzles inside the shells. Before we could put the next layer, this has to get dried. We need to keep this in the fridge for just 5 minutes to set. Now once this is set, we can pour a layer of the milk chocolate over it. I'll just pour a little of the milk chocolate by using a spoon. You can also pour this melted chocolate into a piping bag and then put it into the mold. After putting the chocolate, just turn and swirl the mold so that the chocolate covers the entire area. You can also use a spoon and spread the chocolate evenly on the sides of the mold too. We'll be doing 2 coatings for this mold. This is the first coating. And before we could do the second coating, we need to let this set and become a bit hard. We will be putting the Kunafa filling inside it. So we won't be making the coating too very thick as well. After you have coated this well, you will notice that once you remove the mold out of the fridge, you will find the chocolate coming to the center of the mold. The center usually gets thicker. Now we will just keep this in the fridge for about 10 to 15 minutes. So after 15 minutes, you will see that the chocolate is set and the center is a bit thick. We need to make the side walls of the chocolate mold as thick as well. I have some hot water in the pot down so the chocolate remains melted at all times. Now we have to coat the sides as well. Usually the sides of the chocolate mold remains thinner as compared to the center. So I just poured a little chocolate on the sides and then spread it with a spoon or a spatula. So this way you'll get an evenly coated Easter egg shells. Here I'll be doing only 2 coatings. If you prefer, you can do a 3rd coating as well. Once the mold is coated well, just clean the sides, that is the top rim of the mold as well. So with that you'll get a nice finishing once you unmold these. As the mold was already cold, the second coating already gets hard on its own. If the filling gets dry like this, you can just put it in the microwave for a few seconds and it gets moist once again. That's because of the butter and the chocolate which we have used in this filling. If you do not want to make it moist again, you can just use it directly and fill the molds with it. According to your mold size, just add a little bit of the filling but do not fill it right up to the brim. We need to cover the top again with some chocolate. As you put the filling, just press it a little but not too very hard. And once you have put sufficient filling into the Easter egg mold, we will cover the top and seal it with that melted chocolate again. So now you can fill the mold completely full right till the top. Besides making Easter eggs, you can also use the same filling and the same chocolate technique and fill other molds as well, just like the bunnies or using any other chocolate mold as well. Once the mold is completely filled with the chocolate, just spread it evenly and tap it a few times so that any air bubbles inside will be released and it get a smooth finishing. Similarly, I'll also be making the white chocolate Easter eggs in the same way. So do watch this video right till the end, where I'll be showing you how to make the white chocolate Easter egg and also how to gift wrap these. Previously too, I've made hollow chocolate Easter eggs too. Some goodies filled inside it. So you can check out that video too. I'll put the link in the description box and at the end of the video too. So once the chocolate mold is completely filled, just clean the sides, and now we'll need to keep this in the fridge again to set. This time we need to keep it for a longer time, as this chocolate needs to be fully set and hard. This may take around 20 to 25 minutes in the fridge. So now once this is fully set in the fridge, you can just tap it and it comes out easily. If it does not release, you can just put it back into the fridge for some time more and then unmold it. So this way our Easter egg is ready. You can use it as two halves or join them by using some melted chocolate in between and make it one whole chocolate Easter egg as well. Now let's make the white chocolate Easter egg too. Like we did previously, here too into the empty molds I'll be drizzling those colored white chocolate. All the three colors, pink, yellow and green. We will follow the same procedure like the previous chocolate. After doing the drizzle, we'll keep this in the fridge for 5 minutes to set. Once out of the fridge, we will do the two coatings of the white chocolate. White chocolate is more thinner as compared to the milk or the dark compound. So you really need to do a nice coating for this white chocolate. So now we'll continue doing the same thing. After this, we'll be putting it in the fridge for around 15 minutes and then doing the second coating and then filling it with the filling. And lastly, we'll be covering up full with the white chocolate. Besides the chocolate Easter eggs, I have other videos on how to make marzipan Easter eggs as well. I've also shared videos on how to make eggless marzipan in a very easy way. There are other videos too how to make Easter goodies too. I also have videos on how to make and decorate Easter hampers. So I'll put the link of all those videos in the description box below and at the end of this video too. So do watch this video till the end. I would also like to take a moment to thank you all for those who have subscribed to Garfin's Creation. And to those who have not subscribed, please do subscribe to Garfin's Creation so that you do not miss any of my upcoming videos. So now here with this white chocolate Easter egg too, I have done the filling and covered the whole thing with the white chocolate. We'll go into the fridge for 20 to 25 minutes and then we'll unmold it. As we have made some colorful drizzles here, you can use the same colored chocolate and make droplets inside the mold. You get a nice funfetti type of Easter egg. Just press the piping bag gently to make some dots like effect. And here you'll be able to see all the Easter eggs that we have made today. So here you can see those dotted ones too. Now these are well set. Let's pack them. So to wrap these Easter eggs, I'm using this large chocolate foil wrappers. They come in various colors in such packs. These are easily available and I'll put this link too. You can wrap the Easter eggs as two halves or you can join two halves together to make one whole egg too. Just use some melted white chocolate and put it in between. I'll just take a half of the Easter egg and put a little more of the melted white chocolate here. So when we join the two halves, a little of the chocolate comes out and we can use that to seal the edges. Once you have put the melted chocolate in there, we just use the other half and place it just exactly on top of it. And then just press it lightly and then just seal the edges with that extra chocolate that comes out. So this way you'll get a full round Easter egg. So now once this is ready, let's pack them. I'll be just cutting a little part of the chocolate paper as it is too very large. Just cut a little portion of it. For the larger Easter egg, there is no need of cutting this foil paper. And now place the Easter egg on the foil paper and wrap it round and take it towards the other end. Once you have done that, just squeeze and tighten up the paper towards the both ends. Just twist both the ends so that the Easter egg seals well. And once you have done that, just press the foil paper towards the Easter egg so to get a smooth finishing. Just press it with your fingers so to remove any crease. And now we need to cut out the excess foil from both the sides. Do not cut too very close, just a little space and then snip it off. And once you have done that, you just need to press both the pointed edges. You can just press it on the table and it will be fine. So you see, it's not too very difficult to pack these Easter eggs. You can pack the Easter eggs as it is this way itself, or go one step ahead and use a gift wrapping paper to cover this once more. Here I've taken some dotted wrapping paper. After placing the Easter egg in the center, just gather the wrapping paper towards the top. You will get these pleats like on top. Just let the paper be as it is. Try and put the shorter ends of the paper inside, followed by the larger corners outside it. Just give it a twist, and then using a chocolate tie, just wrap it round on the top. Seal it well so that the paper doesn't loosen. On the same golden twister, you can also hang an Happy Easter tag. You can put any personalized message on it. Now once this is done, we can just put a plastic ribbon around it. This is the same plastic curling ribbons which they use for bouquets as well. Just take a large piece and tie it around the Easter egg on top. You can skip this ribbon if you do not have it, or you can also use satin ribbon in place of this plastic ribbon. And in place of this gift wrapping paper, you can use small plastic bags. Just put the Easter eggs into the small plastic bags and tie it on top with a ribbon. Now tie a tight knot with that ribbon so that it does not slip. And you can use the same golden ties to hold that in place too. Once that is done, we will just slit the ribbons into 3 parts. This is the most fun part of wrapping these Easter eggs. These ribbons, they slit up open very well. Not much effort to do it. Once you have split them, I'll just use a scissor and curl up the ribbons. You can decorate these Easter eggs and also wrap them as and how you like them. This is just one of my ways I like to do and like to share this with you all. With this, our Easter egg is beautifully decorated and wrapped. If you like half Easter egg, you can also wrap them just individually half Easter eggs in the same foil paper. Just place the half Easter egg on the foil paper and join both the ends and then fold both the corners inwards. These chocolate Easter eggs remain good for 2 weeks outside when kept in a cool temperature. Since the weather is hot, preferably kept in an AC room, these chocolates last longer. Once wrapped, we can also keep them in the fridge and they remain for a longer time. So here now, let's cut one and see how it looks from inside as well. And with this, a Pistachio Kunafa Chocolate Easter Egg is ready. This is so delicious and you must give this recipe a try. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon again in the next video. Till then, take care and bye-bye.